Where were you on September 11th? I was right here at Fort Meade in Maryland. That day I was talking to some people in the military about the difference that the combined federal campaign had made in my life. Little did we know that in the next few moments, CFC-supported organizations would become so important to thousands of people whose lives were suddenly devastated. I'm Josh Sundquist. To some of you, I'm a new face, to others, an old friend. I have seen firsthand the good that comes from the CFC. When I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer, and I lost my leg as a result. But thanks to the CFC, I've never had to say no to my dreams. Last year, I set a goal to someday race on the U.S. disabled ski team. Now, with a full winter of training behind me, I'm closer than ever to my dream. The combined federal campaign may mean different things to different people, and we all have our own reasons for giving. But everyone agrees that the CFC is a great way to invest in the future.
Oh, I've been a CFC donor now for probably some 15 years.
30 years, ever since I first came to work for the government.
13 and a half years.
Since about 1990, 91.
About 12, 15 years.
Giving to this CFC is very important to me. I think everybody should do it.
I feel an obligation, and I feel a duty to help my community.
I believe it's one of our patriotic duties to give back. It's just a great organization to give to.
Making sure that, those less fortunate than you have something. So you do what you can. And CFC is a good way.
There's always a need.
I donate because I can. Any spare money I have, somebody else can do a lot with.
I like the way they collect the funds, the way they report it back to the people so you get an idea of where the money goes.
They are all valuable, important, things that help help you when you just least expect it.
It could be your mother, your sister, or your brother, or it could be that person that you see when you're overseas.
You should give because there's nothing that you can think of doing that isn't supported by CFC.
Feels so good. I'll never stop giving. Even after I retire, retirees can give too. I'll never stop.
My name is Jason Tengen. I'm a lieutenant commander in the United States Coast Guard.
Jesus Alvarez. I'm a letter carrier.
Mark Zelenka, I'm a claims representative with the Social Security.
I'm Sharon Ann Hargrove, and I'm a statistician.
Captain Denise Sharber, United States Air Force.
I'm Billy Bowman.
Sergeant First Class James S. Young.
I'm Lisa Akers.
I'm Joel Rosenberg.
Cecilia Carpenter.
Melody Boyd Ray.
Jason Evans, Sergeant, United States Marine Corps.
This past year, the CFC played an important role in helping people recover from September 11th. But that's not surprising because every day the CFC supports thousands of organizations whose mission it is to make the world a better place to live in so many different ways. The CFC provides an opportunity to help the causes that are important to you. A contribution can be directed to one particular organization or spread out over a number of them. It's your choice, and it's easy to give. Your CFC donation can be automatically deducted from your paycheck.
I'm a donor, but I've also received services from several agencies that have been supportive of me.
Both of my daughters attended schools on full academic scholarships, and the monies that are donated through CFC help support those scholarships.
The disease I have, it's a rare blood disease. Right now they say I'm in remission, which is a good thing. CFC is probably a key to my survival because I was lucky enough to find a doctor who knew about this.
My son has cerebral palsy, and as a result, I discovered the support that came from CFC. Thank you for having given. I have a son because of you.
I was always under the impression that I would never avail myself of any of the CFC functions. My wife was diagnosed as a stage 4 cancer patient, which is very, very serious. She would not have been at home if it wasn't for the support of CFC and the hospice organizations. They brought in a psychologist to deal with my family. They helped break the news of my wife's terminal illness to my 10-year-old son. I'll be forever grateful.
One thing we learned from September 11th is that it's impossible to predict the future, and it's important to be prepared. This past year, CFC funds were needed more than ever, and you came through. From me and the thousands you've helped, I want to thank you.
Please support the CFC, and thank you.